All right, what's up, 7th graders? So, new year and a new unit, so we're going to go ahead and start things off, and I'll go and explain to you what we're doing, okay? You guys have got a sheet, it's kind of a fold-out, you guys are going to be using, and you're going to get several of these throughout the next 9 weeks as you guys go through different units in my class. Basically, what's going to happen is simply this. There's going to be times that I'm out, there's going to be times that you're out, and so during those times what we're going to do is this. If you have any questions or you're beginning to kind of get confused on some stuff, inside each of these fold-outs, there's going to be a QR code over here on the right-hand side. What's going to happen is this. If you're having questions or you're just not getting it, you can scan this QR code and does kind of a brief tutorial, which I'm doing right now, that will get you guys kind of hopefully caught up. And if you have any additional questions, you can always come find me in room 12 and ask me whenever you get around to it. Okay? With that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to find the surface area of rectangles and squares, okay? So, if you guys can, like I said, if you have any questions along the way, you're going to go ahead and scan these, okay? Let's go and do this really quick, okay? I'm going to go ahead and draw a square to start off with, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw right below it a rectangle. Now, on both of these, we're going to use the same formula to find the area, okay? Our formula is going to be A for area equals base times height, okay? Now, on both of these, for the first one, we're going to go ahead and start off with 12. Now, you're going to find that on a square, sometimes you're only going to get one number, okay? And what they assume that you know is that if it's 12, that all four sides would end up being 12 as well, okay? Because it's a square. All four sides are going to be the same. So, since we don't need two of these, we're going to go ahead and get rid of two of these, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and call it meters because that's what's on your fold-out, okay? When I look at this shape, the square, okay, my B stands for base. That means the bottom. The base on this one is 12 meters. The height is going to be 12 meters as well, okay? So whenever I go to do my formula over here, A equals B, base, 12, times my height, which is going to also be 12. When I multiply 12 times 12, I'm going to get an answer of 144. I'm going to record that as meters squared, okay? What that means is that if I had a bunch of squares that were 1 meter by 1 meter, I would need 144 of these little tiny squares, 1 meter by 1 meter, to fill or to cover the space of the square. Now, let's go and take a look at the rectangle. On the rectangle, we're going to go ahead and use 16 down here, and we're going to use 8 over here, okay? Now, again, my formula is still going to be the same. My formula is still going to be area of the base, big B times H. Little b times H, not big B. We're not there yet. So, A equals base times height. When I look at this rectangle, the bottom part of this is my base. So, in this case, 16 times my height, which is going to be 8. Okay? Now, when I multiply 16 times 8, I'm going to get an answer of 128. 128. Now, just like up here, if I'm using meters, and I'm finding surface area, I'm just going to be in meters squared, and you get that little tiny 2 to represent that, okay? And again, what that means is if I have a bunch of little tiny squares that are 1 meter by 1 meter, I'm going to need 128 of those things to fill this space, or to cover this space, okay? Top answer for this square, 12 times 12, base times height, 144. The rectangle, again, base times height, but this time the base is 16, the height is 8, okay? And I get 128 meters squared. Again, if you guys have any questions, you guys can come find me in room 12. Thanks, guys. See ya.